2 years is young, it belongs to the youth. I don't know where you cut off, whether it's 40 or whatever. But whatever it is, young man, you had said previously, sometimes because you speak that many, you contradict yourself. Maybe you don't notice it. You just said that if you had to do what you did for your political party, you have no apologies to give. And I am telling you that from what we read from you, either hear from you, read from you in the palaver, in the crystal clear lens, and what have you and the rest, has never had any basis. And I don't want to personalize it, but you are aware that when, for example, I took on the issue that you put in the public domain, you were fined 1.5 billion cedis. Because you lost the case, you couldn't prove it. So if you are talking about truth and equity and you will do the same thing again, then I'm afraid the court of competent jurisdiction indicated that that was not the truth. And so you could not have said that you are always talking about the truth. Be that as it may. Be that as it may. Can you answer that? Because I'm not convinced. I have to convince myself that you will indeed at all times say the truth. But if what you did is what you are going to repeat, then I'm afraid you have not answered my question, because you will then go ahead and begin to peddle whatever untruth, what you consider to be true, which has been proven by a court of competent jurisdiction not to be the truth. How would you react to such a situation?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. First and foremost, let me just set the record straight by saying that my newspaper, the Crystal Clear Lens, has never been taken to court. Has never been fined by any court. I
said the palaver.
The palaver? No, I don't write for the palaver. I wrote for the palaver. If you check the CV.
You did.
2002. That's long ago. Subsequent to that, I've not been with the palaver.
Mr. Chairman, yes. That is what I'm referring to. You say in here, you say features editor of Ghana Palaver 2002. Yeah. And that's what I'm referring to.
No, you're talking about, unless you're talking about in the year 2002, you took up a case against the palaver. I don't remember that.
Oh,
I'm sure your case
go check your record.
I've never been with the palaver while there was any such case. So, but talking about
excuse me, put your mic off. Honorable member for New Job, when did you send the palaver to court?
No, I just want to investigation here.
No.
Am I on the I refuse to answer. I will not answer you.
No.
I will not answer you.
Are you listening? Please, honorable members. Please. The member said that he took his paper to court. He made a categorical statement and was fined 1.5 billion. The nominee answered and said that, look, my paper was crystal lens, but I only wrote up to 2002 for palaver. Now, sitting down here, it must be very clear to me as the chairman as to whether the time that he was writing for palaver, that was the time when palaver was taken to court. It is very important for us to clarify that position. I don't know what it is. You don't ask questions or we don't get it and hang it in the air so that after we left, then we are not too sure as to what the true position of it. We should be very clear to know in 2002 whether the nominee was writing for palaver or was not writing for palaver, for which he should take responsibility for the question from that question. It's a very simple matter.
Chairman, one little point. He was features editor in 2000, not the editor of palaver. He wasn't the editor of palaver. Features editor. Let's put these things in perspective.
Mr. Chairman, please. Mr. Chairman, no. Mr. Chairman, I don't want us to conduct this process like we've done before.
Please. I don't know your difficulty with that thing. If you want me to ask the nominee, if you want me to ask the nominee, all that I want to know was that have you ever been sued with regards to whatever you have written? Have you ever been sued?
Never been sued.
Very well. But the nominee made a categorical statement. We have to clear that out.
Mr. Chairman, I think that the point that the distinguished member for Menchia is making is germane to these deliberations. And I believe that we all have to stay calm and ask our questions, do the job to the best of our ability. I told you how difficulty with regard to the dates and 8 years for O-level and what have you and the rest. It has passed. It is passing. My turn will pass. Mr. Chairman, are you listening? Are you listening? You better listen. Things will come and go, and at the end of the day, we will decide when the committee meets in camera what we have to do. But the questions must be asked. And just have the patience. Just have the patience. Let's lower the temperature and then move on and ask the question. I reserve my right to answer your question or not to answer your question.
Please
and I will
go ahead and ask all the questions you want to ask the nominee.
That's it. I won't ask anymore.